Okay. This is the beast. This is my Jessex Roadmaster. As you can see, it's a long wheelbase compared to a normal bike. And like I said, I chose this design for the simple reason because it's lower center of gravity, has a longer wheelbase, and is more stable because of the longer wheelbase and the shorter height. But I have found in riding that there's one thing that I have to be very careful with, is with the 20-inch wheel in the front. It tends to oversteer very quickly, so I have to be very careful when I have to make an abrasive or aggressive move. So basically, what I did was, as you can see, the 20-inch frame that I used was a Huffy Turbulence. Very beefy frame, that's the reason why I did it. And right there where you see the red, that is where I connected the 26-inch frame to the 20-inch frame by using a means of a pipe that I went from here down to here. I used muffler clamps here and here with a piece of muffler bracket here to keep it from going up and down. Also too, on the bottom, this is a training wheel bracket from a kid's 60-inch bike. Mainly what I did is I took the wheels off and mounted it here, and I curved it to where it would meet very tightly on the down tube of the 26-inch frame. Of course, when you have a long frame like this, you have to add some extra chain link. So what I did, it took about 3 kits to do this. And to keep it somewhat taut, these are regular pulley wheels that I got from Lowe's. And I mounted them using muffler brackets and clamps, same way down here, to keep it from dragging on the ground, because you can see how low it would be. And that would tendency to pick up a lot more dirt. So, like I said, between the muffler clamps and the kids bracket, I was able to join the two pieces together to form my recumbent. It's not a true recumbent, but like I said, it's much lower, and I'm able to be more relaxed because, again, I use the same style of handlebar end bars that were made by Bontrager. And like I said, the reason why I liked it because of the length of them. Most of them only come up to here, so they're very short, but this one here gave me enough real estate. And again, I got the handlebar grips, and I mounted it so I would have a relaxed area to rest my palms, so I wouldn't be leaning so much on it. And of course too, the rake is not as aggressive as what it is on my mountain bike, so it's easy to get to the brake handle in case I have to do it. So also too, the one thing I added, because of the distance between where the handlebars are and the derailleur here, I took a piece of bicycle stem and I cut the handlebars just wide enough to mount my rear derailleur here and my front derailleur to change my chain wheel here. And of course I kind of dressed it up with a little clock that I got from Kmart. And that makes it quite easy because, like I said, it's in reach to where I can hold on to this here and change if I have to change here, or if I want to change here. It makes it very comfortable to ride. I used a 2-finger grip for the front, and I tell you, it grips, let me tell you. And I use a normal 4-finger grip here for the rear brake. And also too, since I do ride it in the Deckers Creek Trail, which goes to Preston County and Mon County, we had to go with the bare bells just in case. I have two mounts up here to mount lights on for either full bright or flasher. And of course I have the same style as my mountain bike, so I could be seen. And I have the Schwinn style mirror because I lost two those narrow stock mirrors to where it made it unfeasible to carry on. I have a little camera pouch, which I have a little air horn, which is probably dead. Yeah, probably needs a new canister. And I have a little thing here I got from Lowe's. I'm able to put a flashlight that is about 110 lumens. And since I might use this for a short touring, we got the took a rear carrier, and it was short enough to mount on the front without too much difficulty. And of course I got the basket on the back that I use it as utility, and I can put carry my lock with me in case I want to lock it up somewhere. And I have another one in case my son and I go together, which is quite big. I use that for both of our bikes together. And mounted a extra set of reflectors on the wheels. And I don't know if you can see them or not, but at night up there it's like a blazing stripe coming at you. And then of course I have another one here as an auxiliary that is made by Bell. And I like to have as much safety equipment on my bike as I can in order to be safe. Like a lot of times I don't normally ride on the road, but sometimes you do have to cross crossings up there where road goes across the bike trail. And I use a double kickstand set up there because if I try to use one or the other up there, it wants to fall over. And of course I have bike bags for extra stuff. And believe it or not, let me see if I can get this thing on. There we go. This here is those same that I have on the back. They're flasher for side. And this is a bike day bag, or this is a day bag that I got at Walmart. I don't know if you can see it too well, but I adapted it by using zip ties and mounted it to my bike rack. And it is quite a bit cheaper than getting a regular bike bag. And of course, like I said, I always like to try new stuff and try to make it so I can use it for bike projects. And I get a lot of joy and a lot of enjoyment of building these bikes because, like I said, this is the first time I built a bike. I have no welding skills, but I wanted a bike. And I guarantee you this is also too, I use the same Schwinn noseless. Very, very comfortable. And basically, that's it in a nutshell. And like I said, I've got probably about 285 miles just since late 2010, early 2011. And as compared to my other bike, which I've had for at least the early 90s. And like I said, I've ridden this more in the last 2 years than any the other bike that I have, the mountain bike. So, as I always say, recycle, rebuild, and ride. That's the most fun. Getting out there on the road and see if your bike holds up. Now, quite a few times I've had it, things go wrong with it, but for the most part, it's held up. I did have one little malfunction one time. I hit a buckle on the bike trail, and I had to add some wire over and under to keep this because it did hit really hard, and this slipped out from underneath, and this was like waving up and down. So of course I had to have my son help me out there with some couple nuts and bolts. I had to replace these because I had Loctite on them, and I had the wrong kind. I had the kind that have like a Allen insert in there, and I didn't have a big enough Allen insert, so I changed those in case I have trouble again, and I'll be able to use a regular crescent wrench or a vice grips or something like that to repair it. So basically, like I said, if you really can get out there and really brainstorm, you can really come up with some ingenious, and I found out, like I said, I didn't realize I had it in me because, like I said, I never built a bike before. I have no welding skills. But I guess if I wanted something bad enough and worked it enough up there that I was able to create this bike. So, as always, we'll stay tuned for the next video, which I'll probably show you the Burley bike, or the Burley travel style trailer that I made using parts that I got from Goodwill. And like I said, God bless them, because man, they really allowed me to really enjoy the putting this stuff together. So until then, see you later. Bye.